everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is basically going to be a fall refresh slash a makeover in my living room. I wasn't really sure what to call this one because we're doing a little bit of everything, but I think I'm going to settle on that because the main focus is going to be in my living room. So we're going to be painting that piece I was telling you guys about in last Sunday's video, with just some other homemaking as well, a little bit of daily cleaning motivation, and I will be sharing our dinner as well. I'm also going to be changing my entryway table up. If y'all remember in my fall clean and decorate, I just was not happy with that table. I was really overthinking it, but I changed things up and I think I'm pretty happy with it now. So I just put some chicken breast into my crock pot. I got a 4-pack of the boneless, skinless chicken breast from the local meat shop over the weekend, and usually when I'm needing chicken breast for recipes, it normally needs to be cooked and shredded. So just to save a little bit of time, I'm gonna go ahead and cook all of that up in my crock pot, get it shredded and into my freezer, and I can use it for chicken salad, chicken tacos, quesadillas, any recipes that call for shredded chicken. So I have been seeing this iced coffee all over TikTok lately, and it's called the Kylie Pitts iced coffee. She's the creator that I guess came up with this iced coffee recipe, and it's really hyped. I do still prefer my Stoke cold brew, but it's really not bad. You'll just need some instant coffee. I got the Taster's Choice house blend. That's what I see a lot of people using. You'll mix that with a little bit of water, and I'm just throwing in my Armour colostrum that has nothing to do with the coffee recipe. I just drink it with a cold beverage every day, so I'm adding that to my iced coffee. And then you'll need some ice, creamer, and some milk, just your choice of creamer, whatever you want. And also a lot of people do the caramel drizzle on the sides of the glass, but I had skipped that step. Like I said, it's not bad at all. It's really good, but I would still rather have my Stoke. However, the instant coffee is a cheaper route. You're gonna get a lot of coffee out of that canister. I think it's like $9 and something. But again, you're gonna get a lot of coffee out of that canister. So I apologize for all of the wiggling and moving my camera is doing. My tripod was apparently unlevel and had my camera swaying. Plus, these mobile home floors do not help, but I promise that'll pass soon. But before I got started painting the cabinet, I just wanted to get some everyday cleaning done, just the basic daily stuff, unload the dishwasher. I had took some meat out for dinner. We're going to be doing some fried cube steak fingers, and I cannot wait to share that with y'all. That's one of our favorites around here. I need to start some laundry, make my bed, just all of the daily basics.
I will get close to your heartache if you want to open your door. I'm feeling kinda lost when your mind is hiding whatever that is choking your chest. I can see it in your eyes that you're shaking 'cause you're holding it back. Maybe you'll make up your mind now. I'm here by your side, so let it all
adorable is this little wicker suitcase. This is one of my latest thrift finds. The inside is a little loud for my taste, but I can always remove that. But for now, my plans are just to display it in a closed position on my dresser in my bedroom, and I think it looks so adorable sitting under my hat that's hanging on the wall. The buckle on it is broken, but that's not really a big deal. I only paid a couple of dollars for it, but it just looks so cottagey, so I grabbed it. I also could use it for hidden storage like jewelry. I was just so excited to find this. All right, so here we go with our little mini makeover that we're gonna do today. This armoire actually goes to the dresser that's in my bedroom, the big brown dresser that I keep all of my clothes in. There's another little cabinet that's in my room, goes with the set as well. But this armoire used to be that deep brown color, like the dresser that's in my room. And years ago, I decided that I wanted it in my living room, and so I had painted it white, and it was in my living room for a long time next to the fireplace. If y'all remember, the dining room used to be the living room. We had a big red sectional in there. The TV was mounted above the fireplace, and this was sitting next to the fireplace. So when I moved back into the house, I really wasn't sure if I wanted to keep it. I had thought about maybe painting it for my daughter's room, but I'm not sure when we're gonna get to her room. Right now it's a storage room, so I'm not sure yet when we're going to get to that, and I may still use it for that in the future. But I had the idea to put it here in my living room, been wanting to move the homeschool cabinet out of here anyways and put it in the homeschool room since it holds our homeschool supplies. It just makes sense. But when I did that, I was going to need something to replace it because our router box sits in that corner and we can't really move it. It's wired in that wall, so we have to leave it there. And so I decided to just bring that armoire in here. I could paint it a pretty color. I had asked y'all in last week's video to give me some paint color suggestions. A lot of y'all had voted on Evergreen Fog, which is the green that I have throughout my home. It's in my dining room, it's in our homeschool room, it's in my laundry room. And that's kind of the color I was leaning towards, but at the same time, I was a little hesitant. I was afraid that maybe it would be overboard to bring it in here in my living room. But at the same time, and some of y'all made this point as well, is that it's not really in my living room anywhere. It's in our classroom, which is open concept with our living room, but the color is not actually in my living room itself. So I decided just to go ahead and go with that. Some of y'all even voted on the blue that's on the door to paint it that color. There was a lot of y'all that voted that as well. I'm actually not sure which one won the race out of those two colors, but I decided to go ahead and do Evergreen Fog, and if I don't like it, I'll just repaint it. But so far I'm really happy with the color. I didn't have to spend anything for the makeover. I already had the paint. I even used a paintbrush that I already had. I didn't have any rollers, so I just made it happen with a brush. It did take a little bit longer, but again, I didn't want to spend anything for this little project. I will need to get some hardware for it, but that's something I can do later down the road. And plus, it actually worked out for the router because I forgot years ago when I had painted it the first time, I had cut a hole in the back where we could run cords through. So I was actually able to get the router up off the floor, and it's actually sitting in the cabinet now. I was able to run those cords through the back, so that was super nice.
For 2 weeks straight, I know that I need to get myself back in the game. Someone said your name had a turn around. Suddenly you're there standing in the crowd. Everything comes back in the blink of an eye. It's like you're mine, you're still mine. They skip the small talk, cause you know me better than I know myself. Oh, mine's been a while now since I saw you, but it feels like yesterday somehow. Time has stopped, nothing's changed, we're the same. And we skip the small talk, cause you know me, yeah, you know me like nobody else.
By the way, thank y'all so much for 172,000 subscribers. I never in a million years dreamed that I would have a community of 172,000 friends here on YouTube. Like, what? When I started my YouTube channel, I really did not think it was going to go anywhere. I was doing it as a hobby because I was a stay-at-home mom at the time, just raising babies, and I wanted a hobby for myself, so I decided to start a channel, and I'm so glad I did. I remember thinking hard about it. I just kept putting it off, like, okay, I'm gonna start my YouTube channel tomorrow. And I remember sitting on my couch and I had enough of the procrastination. I said, today's the day, and I got up off my couch. I went to Kane's nursery at the time. It's now his and Ray's bedroom shared. At the time, it was his nursery, so I had went in there and I filmed a What's in My Kids' Easter Baskets video, and that was my very first YouTube video. And since then, it's been an outlet for me. And I know it's a job now, but it's still a creative outlet, and I really truly enjoy every second of YouTube. As long as y'all are watching, I plan to continue to post videos. So if you're wanting to start a channel but maybe you're putting it off like I was, you just got to do it. The time is now. Everybody has an audience, everyone. So just share what you're passionate about and your audience will find you. The editing was a learning curve for me, but I've done it so much now that I can basically do it with my eyes closed. It just takes a lot of practice and repetition. Now that's actually one of my favorite parts about what I do, and also hanging out with y'all and sharing things that I'm passionate about. But again, thank you all for 172,000. Y'all are the best. I'm gonna go ahead and put September's giveaway down below in the description of this video, so be sure to enter for that today. I'm gonna run it for a week, and then I'll announce it on my community tab, whoever the winner is. In that giveaway, I'm gonna do a $25 Amazon gift card, and that's just to show my appreciation. So again, that link will be down below.
I know my name. Another sequel is on the way. Oh, my love, reform and rise to be so free.
We're gonna let that first coat dry, and then I'm gonna go back over it with a second coat. But while I wait on that to dry, I'm gonna get some other housework done. I needed to get some towels on the line. The chicken is also done, so I'm gonna take my hand mixer and shred that up really quickly. I love using my hand mixer for shredding. It only takes like 2 seconds, but I'm gonna shred it, let it cool, and then I'll come back and split it up into freezer bags, and I can just pull it out of the freezer when I need it. This is super random, but this was a Walmart order. I had placed a grocery order the other day, and for whatever reason, they had to ship my laundry detergent. And I also got another thing of OxyClean. I used that to clean the rug in my living room. As soon as this rain lets up, we've been having rain every day for what seems like weeks now. But once that clears up, I plan to take that back outside again soon and do a little refresh on it with the water hose. But I'm gonna go ahead and move into the classroom and get the cabinet in place. And I'm so glad I did not have to take everything out of this cabinet to move it, because there's a lot of stuff inside. Surprisingly, wasn't that heavy though, but I decided to put it here to the left of the window, and I'll just move those wall hangings over to the right side of the window. And I think I've decided that I like the little table up against the window instead of being in the middle of the floor. So that's where we've been keeping it. Ray likes to sit here and she does her drawing and her coloring. She also likes to play with Play-Doh in here. I am considering turning my desk into a desk for Kane, which is my middle son, so that he has a dedicated workspace for school. I don't really use my desk as much as I thought I would. I work on my laptop, so I'm usually wherever in the house. I've had it next to the stove before, cooking dinner and editing a video, so I just take my work with me through the house. Most of the time I'm in my bedroom or the living room, so that's just some thoughts that I've been thinking about.
And I'll be coming home, and you will be going strong, my love, infinity, so free. And I'll be coming
go ahead and make some dinner. I've been trying to incorporate more cooking into my videos because I've not posted on my cooking channel lately. It's been really hard lately, just keeping up with one channel. So I'm trying to incorporate more cooking here on this channel. So tonight we are having fried cube steak fingers. I've been getting all of our meat from the local meat shop, and this has been some of the best cube steak that I've ever had. When I tell you it is so tender, I normally find cube steak to be really tough and it's just hard to cook just right, but this, you can't mess it up. It's so tender. So what I'm doing with this is cutting it into strips. I'm gonna flour it up and then deep fry it. And I know some of y'all are probably cringing at how unhealthy that is, but I really don't fry that often. It's a favorite for sure, but I really don't fry that much. It's just a fun treat every now and then. While my oil is heating, I'm gonna go ahead and put together a dredging station. In one dish, I'm scrambling some eggs, and then in another dish, I'm gonna put some all-purpose flour. I'm gonna put in some of the blend seasoning by Kinder's. How much is up to you, but I do a pretty liberal amount. The blend seasoning has salt, pepper, and garlic powder, so if you don't have this particular seasoning, just get out the salt, pepper, and garlic powder. I just like the blend because it's all mixed together already and I'm just grabbing for one seasoning. But when I start dipping my cube steak, I did also pat dry it. I forgot to mention that. But I'm gonna dip it into the flour, into the egg, and then back into the flour, and then into the oil. And I apologize, I don't know how long I cooked these, but they were on a medium-high heat until they were golden brown. I'm gonna roast some Brussels sprouts in the oven. Now, I'm the only one who eats these, so I'll have plenty enough for tonight and leftovers for tomorrow, but I like to season my Brussels sprouts with olive oil, salt, and pepper, and then I roast the heck out of them until they start to get a little charred on the edges. That's the only way that I will eat Brussels sprouts. I'm gonna do some corn on the cob that we got over the summer from my cousin's garden. It's been in my freezer and the kids love it. So I'm gonna boil some of that with some Annie's mac and cheese, and that is gonna be our dinner. Gold sauce is really yummy with this cube steak, but I also like to dip it in honey mustard as well. But dinner was delish. I actually did the second coat on the cabinet off camera. I didn't want to bore y'all with too much painting, and then I called it a night. So we are gonna flip to the next day and finish up the living room. I'm gonna decorate my cabinet as well as my entryway table. First things first, cleaning it out because I have not done that yet. There's so much in here that's got to be gone through. Cords that I have no clue what they go to. Books, actually a lot of books that I've been looking for, so that was fun. Taking all of this out though, I'm not sure what I'm gonna store in here yet. Probably board games and stuff like that, but all this that I'm taking out doesn't need to stay because a lot of it's junk. I'm just gonna be taking all the books and moving those elsewhere if I can find room. If not, I'll just put the books back. And no, I did not paint the inside of the cabinet because honestly nobody's gonna be seeing that anyways. I painted the inside of the doors, but as far as the shelves, I just skipped that.
Clouds and thunders standing in my way, but I must try to figure it out anyway. Songs of worries travel with the storm, but I must try to figure it out alone. Yeah, I must try to figure it out alone. And now, ooh, when you're gone, ooh, I know.
So as we're styling the top, I felt like it definitely needed a lamp, so I actually just pulled this one from my entryway table and I'm gonna set it here. I found this pumpkin on clearance for right at $6 from Hobby Lobby. The only thing that was wrong with it is the tip of the stem is broke off, but having it up here on top of this cabinet, you can't even tell. So love that. I thought that was a really good deal, and while I like the lamp and the pumpkin up there, I didn't like how they look just sitting. So I felt like it needed like one more thing. So I grabbed this tray from my dining room and I'm gonna take the lamp and the pumpkin and set that on the tray with a candle.
To figure it out anyway. Tales of worries travel with the storm, but I must try to figure it out alone. Yeah, I must try to
Onto my entryway table, I'm taking everything off for a clean slate, and when I style it this time, I'm gonna go with the less is more idea. I think that's why I wasn't loving it before. I just had too much.
I know things won't be the same no more, I'm sure. It'll take a while 'cause I'm still sore, yeah, now.
I did pick up this bigger vase from TJ Maxx to go in place of the lamp, and I'm just gonna put these rusty orange colored fall florals in here. I'm using some paper towels to raise them up a little bit. They wanted to kind of sit low in there. Also gonna switch up my dough bowl decor. Instead of having all pine cones, I'm gonna put this pumpkin mix that I got from Hobby Lobby. Some are like sweater textured, which I love, along with some acorns and leaves. And then I'm just gonna put a few pine cones in here. I'm gonna add some candlesticks off to the right hand side, and I'm loving this so much better. Notice when I decorate the bottom, I was thinking about adding the pumpkin picture from the dining room, but it just wasn't vibing right there, so I put it back in the dining room. I do love how the pumpkins and the pillow turned out. They actually match perfectly.
Gets me every time. Lost in the city lights, our love's electric, right? You make me feel alive. I know July is gone. You make me feel at home in the neon glow. season of love. Beneath an endless night, the world spins around. You're there, ease my mind. Like stars that never die, you and I will shine during the darkest times. As the leaves change color, I dive into you. When summer's fading, there's nothing.
So y'all tell me what you think about the armoire being in the living room down below. First, I wasn't sure, but the more it sits, the more it's kind of growing on me. I do really love the color, so no regrets there. It's a nice pop of color in my living room without being too loud. I've noticed in some of the rooms, evergreen fog can look darker, but that is dependent on lighting. So it is lighter in my living room and brighter, so it actually looks a little lighter in this room compared to others, which I love. I was worried that it might look too dark and I wouldn't like it, but tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. All that being said, I think my living room is finally decorated how I like it for fall. Some of y'all were asking about where the Christmas tree is going to go this year because of the new cabinet, and I think I'm probably going to put it where the chair is. I can stick that chair in another room for the season, so that's the plan for now, but I am going to go ahead and end the video here. I hope y'all enjoyed hanging out with me today. Remember to enter for the giveaway before you leave, and if you're still watching, drop a butterfly in the comments below. I hope y'all have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.
As the leaves change